I'm late. I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Let's see. S. Nummer. Hello. Moritz. Eva Trisha. Hi. How are you doing? Kelly. Hello. Jazindia. How you doing? I am late. I apologize. I'm trying to get some things done and maybe go down and have some coffee with my daughter today. Who knows if she responds. Otherwise, we're FaceTiming it today. Education. Mel. Hello. EHM, hello, how's it going? Blessed. It's a beautiful day. Pretty crown brown. Let's see, Zindia, good morning. Angelica, good morning. Amy, good morning. Monica, good morning. It's another beautiful day in the universe. I know I'm backwards. I got to get my other t-shirt. Rosa, good morning. Tamara, Mississippi, happy Sunday. It's a day of reflection, love and kindness. I always work to get my talisman up and I always wear it. I feel naked if I'm not wearing it. To the man, to the woman, and since I fly and drive, I have my St. Christopher's to keep me safe. We all find something in our lives to help keep us safe. Lily Oliver, Katie, Jess, hello. Gabe, Landon, hello, how are you doing? We have our new molecular fertility supplements online, the male and female essentials, the ovarian bloom to help with ovarian reserve. We have our DHEA spray, and we have our CBD oil drops. And nephew Will's worked to get all that up and going. We're adding and working on some other supplements in there. Jessica, hello. Hi there to all. It's another beautiful morning, a beautiful day. If we start the day every day with that way, one way or another, it will be only but what we think it is and nothing more. And if you haven't checked out my Mind, Body, Smile, we're really diligent working on Colorado. Dr. Magarelli, by August 1st, I think we'll be much more in line. Tammy and the embryology team is up and running and ready to do retrievals and transfers. Very soon we have some extra new equipment to bring on board, but Team 1, Magarelli, we're really excited. Dr. Mags, Shannon, good morning. Paige, good morning. Christina, good morning. And Darcy, good morning. It's a good morning. Let's see. Dr. Corley and myself are in Syracuse tomorrow. Dr. Luthringer Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And so we're really rocking and rolling. And a gratitude, Charlotte, hello. Thank you for all the amazing work you do. And the entire Blue Ocean team, led by Alan. Thank you. We couldn't do it without everyone in this. Have been cramped more often. Let's see, a lot of cramping. You know, a lot of this cramping is due to inflammation. If you have a transfer or a retrieval, there's always going to be a little bit. New article came out about Neupogen, GCSF, intrauterine and sub-Q. So a wash prior to trigger or starting the progesterone or transfer, and then adding the sub-Q. We'll talk more about that. I'm working to add embryo glue across the board, part of our culture system. So we're working on that and hoping to get that added on for everyone one way or another. South Carolina, at Atlanta office, Dr. Rudialis' team is amazing. They're in Monroe, Georgia, about 45 minutes an hour outside. I think it's a little bit northeast of Atlanta directly. Really excited. We're really working to bring frozen transfers to Atlanta sometime in the new year. And we're working on our Tampa, Sarasota, Bradenton area, but working for our entire Florida population. But what we're working to do is have those locations where people travel is easier. And remember, in this crazy pandemic, wear a mask, social distance, and remember, wash your hands and do our very best. Dr. Hannah, thank you for the shout out for Dr. Luthringer. He's now a granddad, really exciting. Otto, and he's just an awesome doc, and our whole team is really doing amazing, and gratitude to everyone. Monica, hello. And sorry, sometimes I see people in passing. Sometimes, hey, Dr. Kiltz, can we get a quick shot? Yes. I feel blessed to be able to be doing this every single day of my life, and know that there's never work if you're enjoying where you're at and what you're doing. And Robin, thank you for all the hard work, Robin DeBlumis, and the team. You guys are all part of the team. And from time to time, we're going to be adding new team members in Texas and California, all over the country and the world, to bring affordable fertility care to everyone. And you know, the most important thing is, what can we do naturally to improve your health and wellness? What can we do naturally to bring fertility to you without us, but with maybe our ideas? And that's going to be part of the molecular fertility concept coming out that we're unrolling in, part of Dr. Kiltz's keto lifestyle plan, which, remember, Ferraris, lions, and tigers, not pigs and cows, not grazing animals. If you choose to be a vegan or vegetarian, one meal a day, remember, add the fat and cook the carbs well to kill the bacteria, the yeast, the other microorganisms, and make the other phytochemicals and lectins dysfunctional in the whole process. Del Banks, Jess, Maraba, hello, Emmy Rosebud. I get them. Sometimes I break them up in pieces and then I reconnect them every day. Council was in July. When can we expect to be in the process? Me. So because of this COVID craziness, we're just getting so many. So we're working to add on some new team members in order to get you guys moving forward. Order medications. Make sure you listen and learn the process. Get online and watch and listen to all of us. It really is quite an amazing task that we're doing right now, and I'm proud of everyone. Amy Pope, hi. IVF in Atlanta, probably in the new year sometime. What we're working to do is make the embryos in one of our retrieval locations, and then send the embryos out to one of our transfer locations. All of it is going to rock and roll, and we're working on non-invasive PGS testing for aneuploidy, and hoping that comes very soon. Michelle Richards, hello. Another great Sunday. I'm gonna hopefully go see my daughter in Princeton. We'll see. Let's see. Access to the portal. Do you have access to the portal? Message travel team. Yes. So thank you to everyone. This is a global family. The Fertile Village, the CNY Fertile Village, and we're all working tremendously to bring it to the world and helping everyone suffering from infertility. It doesn't matter what your bank account is. It is that all of us recognize that the family and children is critical in our lives for fulfillment in so many ways. But remember, if it's not happening, how could we then find the strength to find other value in our lives, to bring other things each and every day? Whether you get into the pottery studio, or you're singing, dancing, painting, something is great. Jenny Schmeitzer, hello, how are you? Nahid, much love to everyone, and I feel very loved and blessed. The same prices in Colorado, in Atlanta, in Montreal coming, all of these things. Colorado, yes, same pricing. Laura Elizabeth, thank you. 2 failed cycles, and never, ever give up. There's so much to live and learn every day. The Molecular Fertility brand, our new supplements, right on our website. You can Shopify them and have them sent to you and your friends, your family members. But remember, go to Amazon and download Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle Plan. It's for everyone. Remember, vegan, vegetarian, standard eater, or carnivore. All of us have the ability to reduce inflammation in the core, to bring health and wellness. And my opinion is a high plant-based diet with a low-fat diet is deadly for human beings. If you're going to do a plant-based diet, cook them well, add the fat. It's either coconut oil, hemp seed oil, let's see, butter or cream if you're a vegetarian. Gianna Vlad, hello. Danielle McKenna, hello to you. Keto. Kiltz's Keto is king. Kiltz's Keto. And Maria and Craig Emmerich were coming out with a book. Very excited about that. Maria and Craig have been helping work on that for us. And sometimes there's a little bit of overlapping and slightly different ideas. It's hard to understand and listen and learn to these differences, but they are amazing. Preconception testing, day 3. It doesn't have to be day 3 of the cycle, by the way. It can be day 4, 5, or 6. It can be any time of the cycle. There's information that maybe AMH in the follicular phase is different than the luteal phase, but I think overall it gives us a basic driver. Paul Roddy, how you doing, my friend? Beautiful day, delight. Eva Trisha, hello. Well, the progesterone, estrogen, do you shoot estrogen? You should do a transfer. So the estrogen greater than in the 200 range and progesterone in the 20 range, but there's 10 to greater than 40 or 50 to over 6,000 for the estrogen. So there's so much variability in this, but we're really keeping a good eye on it. We're adjusting it as we can. Really believe it is really helpful. And that TSH, if you have a normal TSH and then you add estrogen, do all this stuff, boom, it can shoot up. Don't freak out. We're going to make the adjustments and do the very best we can to make it better, by the way. Keto is king. I've seen so many babies from Kiltz's keto, and it is a life plan. Remember, you're the most valuable, expensive, and irreplaceable entity of the universe. You are. Nothing and no one else. It's more expensive and valuable than you. Put your value in you. Remember, faith and food make fertility. And I know my stuff sounds opposite and crazy, and I too didn't believe it until I did it. Boom. Arthritis gone, migraines gone, bowel bleeding gone, neuroses is still here though. All right. Let's see. Kimberly Chuck, hello. IVF journey is now on hold until next summer. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Sarah. Yes, you can do a retrieval, freeze some embryos, freeze some eggs. We're really working to get our egg freezing, embryo freezing team together. Our sperm freezing team, our ability to ship sperm, eggs, and embryos everywhere in the globe to make it the most affordable, accessible IVF. And our team is growing, so we're excited about that. And so many of you are coming to our team, but be patient with it. You can be in the team already by simply helping out in all of this. And to Erin McCullough at Fertile Hope Yoga, integrating with CNY Fertility and really sharing the support, the kindness, the love. And the trick is what you put in the mind and the mouth matters most to that fertility journey of life. And whether it's a baby or simply enjoying life and feeling better, you want to be the driver and the creator of better every day. I feel blessed to be able to even communicate and have this conversation around the world. I talked to some people helping make affordable fertility in India, working to be automating and bringing more automation to everything that we do. But the most important thing that we cannot forget, you can bring all the technology of the world to the picture here, but if you're not bringing the love, the kindness, the touch, and gratitude, nothing can work. We must have our human connection. That's why this COVID stuff is so difficult for us human beings. We are naturally herd animals to breed close and together. It must be in some way all this stuff happening has some good at the end of the day. We must be quiet, slow, and easy. Pure vegetarian, how do I follow Kiltz's keto? Let's see, Ruchi. Very simple. One meal a day at night, cook the carbs well, and be very narrow as an arrow. I'm putting some new stuff out on the phytochemicals, the plant lectins, the antigens, and the fermentation of fiber in the colon that causes our disease. But add the cream, butter, and eggs for the vegetarians, and really limit the variety. Fruits and vegetables that are raw are not good for you. Cook them well, limit the frequency of the meals to one time. Intermittent feasting is the Ferrari way. You fill up your gas tank from time to time, never every 10 minutes, and then go race it around to burn the fuel in order to make you healthier. It doesn't make any mental sense. Basically, The model that we are living is a high fruits and vegetable, lean meat, no red meat, and low-fat diet. And eat 3 to 6 times a day like you're a grazing animal. That is the deadly formula for cancer, heart disease, arthritis, psoriasis, mental dysfunction, including anxiety and depression. We are meant to eat less frequently. We're meant to build the fat. If you're fat, you have the best fertile genes of the universe, but you've been fed a false premise that you're supposed to eat all the time, seeds and nuts, fruits and vegetables, which are the deadly, deadly thing for us human beings. I know, it's crazy, and I too didn't believe it until I did it. And at 64 years young, I'm feeling more amazing than ever. No exercise, 1 meal a day, typically at night, home run. We must not lose connection, humanity during these times. Diana, absolutely. Love, kindness, and when someone is yelling, screaming, and mad, and sad, and frustrated, and you think they're going crazy, that's when you need to listen and give them love. And sometimes it's, hey, it's all okay. We're all going to make this work. The more we fight, the more life fights back. It's really the truth. The fight is within us, or the love is within us. And the more we emulate the love and forgiveness and gratitude and kindness, wow, it unfolds in more and more and more amazing ways. Ellie, last Monday, fingers crossed and hands clasped. We all are basic believers in God, the higher power, which is all within each and every one of us. We are the God makers, the God creators. We're the storytellers of the good day, the bad day, the right day, the wrong day, the easy day, the hard day. It is crazy, crazy amazing, by the way. Estrogen priming protocol. Let's see, Kayla. Let's see. So I'm moving, priming. Keto. Remember, Dr. Kiltz's keto is the first focus on priming, along with I'm having a baby. That's where you gotta put it up there. Now, we've been talking much more about estrogen, progesterone, HGH, human growth hormone, either Omnitrope, Cerevital, or Somaderm. It's either the oral or the topical homeopathic, or the sub-Q injections, along with estrase 2 to 4 milligrams, either oral or vaginal, and then prometrium 200 to 400 milligrams, either oral or vaginal. And we're finding a lot of benefit. Remember, you want to suppress your LH and FSH, you want to suppress your inflammation, and that's where our LDN, CBD, and the molecular fertility supplements really add on to the process. Acupuncture and massage, really valuable. The acupuncture massage is critical to our lives and what we're doing. You want to find this in order to get to the place you want to go. But absolutely, two weeks to 4 months. Now, the problem is sometimes some of these things aren't good for us. They maybe do more harm than good. But I think there's more good than harm in these procedures. But 2 to 4 milligrams of estrase, oral or vaginal, 200 to 400 of prometrium, oral or vaginal, and then 3 to 6 units of Omnitrope for 2 to 4 weeks is usually on average. Then go right into a stimulation. Don't wait for a period necessarily, or get a baseline, stop it, and start, or wait for the period, then start. But you have to have a thick enough lining that we're going to expect a menstrual cycle to happen. Quite often it doesn't happen. But we're also using that protocol in order to hold people a little bit longer in order to get stimulated to the right date. Because right now, because our IVF centers can only do so many retrievals and transfers in a day, we may need to put you on either the birth control pill, which I'm not a big fan on, or the estrogen progesterone protocol in order to give you a little bit more of a holding pattern. We then stop those and get you started, or simply just estrase. But we also look at the antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial priming protocol, which basically we're a culture dish. And that really helps tremendously, I believe. Get started on Kiltz's Keto. Julie, download Dr. Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle on Amazon. It's a Kindle right now. We're working on the hard copy coming out. I like hard copy books. I read them all the time. But I also do a lot of Kindle, but I also do a ton of audiobooks. So we're looking to get that out on audiobook. Also really excited about that. And so start on the Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle, which is 1 meal at night, no exercise. Now, Tai Chi, yoga, meditation, light Pilates, light weights, but get in the pottery, painting, or poetry studio. Get your guitar, piano, or flute out and make music. And find the joy spot within your inner soul to bring that out, to recognize that the beautiful, lucky moment of life is that you and I are alive. Wow. Can you imagine that we're here today and we're gone tomorrow? It all goes like lickety split. Regis Philbin just passed. Oh my God, I love that guy. He was an amazing, kind, generous, loving soul. And if we could bring that out in each of us, even through the challenges, the frustration, the mad, the sad, bring it out in so many ways. Oh, chiropractic adjustment. My good friend, Dr. Steve Wexler, chiropractic, naturopathic, acupuncture, massage, meditation, prayer, powerful. But remember, slow it down, cool it down. Put in the mind and the mouth those things that are going to be positive in life. If you haven't read The Fertile Secret, you can download my Fertile Secret also and go to The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. She rocks and rolls. And you want to read and listen to something that's going to be more positive. Let's see. Oh my God, we're praying 2 abnormal 2. Listen, I did not believe my diet. Remember, fruits and vegetables are healthy for you, right? Red meat is damn deadly. Opposite is true. I'm sorry. I know I didn't believe it either until I did it. Rocking and rolling, a home run, the healthiest thing. But remember, if your ultimate foundation is vegan or vegetarian, add the fat. 1 meal a day. Cook it well. Variety is deadly, and raw, no way. Cook the carbs, kill the bacteria, the yeast, and disengage or cause dysfunction of the phytochemicals and lectins. Beans and rice, deadly for the bowels and ultimately the disease inside of us. 60 milligrams of CBD, Patricia. You know what? So depends on the CBD, but 40 to 60 a day. But again, you got to check carefully because I don't quite like the way a lot of the CBD. It would be nice if we had just a little pill or a spray, 1 spray a day, 2 sprays a day. And I'm working on clarifying that. I'm sorry if I'm not. It depends on the product. Be careful. Low-dose naltrexone, we're working to get a molecular fertility LDN. So 3 milligrams should be a good dosing for almost everyone. 1.5 to 4.5, also one. Who would read the audiobooks? Listen. We are listeners and learners. You listen, you learn, you grow. Well, the more you listen, the more you learn. And the more you visualize in the positive, it's all the positive of life. And we are already in the positive because the light has taken us from the dark and the nothing to who we are as human beings. And when you emulate and read and listen and learn every day, you'll bring the positive, absolutely. Hi from Wisconsin, Minnesota, North and South Dakotas, brewing up some, bacon and eggs, butter and beef. That's the Kiltz's Keto. And don't forget Kiltz's ice cream. It's a home run. Now, listen, I'm not telling you have it 3 to 6 times a day. A little bit. Remember, you want to reward yourself. And I love the dark chocolates. Reward yourself. Do not cheat at all, ever. We're coming out with the Fertile Grounds Cafe, a concept of keto, and so we're really working on lots of things coming up, and we're really excited about it. Embryos sent from Syracuse to Colorado. Yes, Tanya, we're working on that. We need more tanks. We've got to get everyone locked and loaded and in the right shape, by the way. Toronto, we're working on our satellite in Toronto, like our satellite in Montreal with Dr. Faruqi. We work with all the fertility centers around the globe, by the way. If your fertility center is open to doing some stuff with us, we're there. We do a tremendous amount of reproductive immunology. I believe that immunology is the foundation of everything. And the more we rock and roll on the immune system, the more amazing unfolds for everything and everyone. It is a crazy one. Basically, our high plant-based diet is deadly for human beings. We are not grazers, we're more hunters than we are vegetarian, vegan, grass eaters. But again, high respect for all vegans and vegetarians in this world. I honor each and every one of you. The Mediterraneans, I'm Italian in my descent, a Mediterranean Italian, but I lived in LA, Spanish, Mexican food. I loved rice and beans. I loved tacos and salsa, enchiladas, all of them. We want to bring each and every one of us to learn that we are all a global village. The global village is learning and listening to each and every one of us to bring love and kindness and faith and focus on the family. And the family may be just one and one, but we are all coming together. We need to be able to take our parents and grandparents, our friends and family in nursing homes and give them love. Find better ways not to separate us, to connect. And this is one way. Bring better technology to everyone, at the same time recognizing that we need the physical connection in better and better and better ways. Hysteroscopy Friday, started my period today. Baselines and monitoring, yes, we can get you going this week. It may be estrogen, progesterone, estrase, prometrium, oral vaginal, or estrase, endometrium will be the little bit of the hold capacity and then get you started. But we're really, really excited about what our team members, our new Colorado Springs with Dr. Maggs and his team. And I'm hoping to get out there very soon, connect with the team, and really bring us all together in better and better and better ways. Kiltz's keto ice cream. It's amazing. And it's so simple. And I use the Cuisinart ice cream maker, but you can really put it in a plastic bag, then in a bag of ice, and do this, and it is rocking amazing. All right, Esmeralda Specia, I hope I got that right. ICSI included in the package. ICSI hatching and a fresh transfer is included in the 39, and I'm gonna make it 39.9, by the way. That's coming in order to add some other little add-ons to keep it still affordable, and working on better ways to bring our ability to finance everyone with currently a 25% down. We're not checking. Listen, the ability for all of us to join together, be honest and kind. Maybe we're going to have a fund to help fund those that are defaulting so that we can continue to stay in the affordability. And I know so many have the capability, but we're now looking and working with Empower for Pharmacy to bring more affordable stuff to everyone, along with Metro and Integrity. We're really excited about mini protocols and look more and more at the mini protocols. Kiltz's way is the Colorado. So Colorado is going to be doing Dr. Kiltz's way. So we have a lot of stuff. And Dr. Nagarelli and Dr. Credenza, the acupuncture, they brought the idea of acupuncture. But we are absolutely continuing the East and West melding model to the whole process, and really excited about that. Let's see. Lots of questions and lots of comments, but mostly lots of love and kindness. And Latif Grundy, a pleasure. Thank you so much. Our awesome Dr. Grossman, Dr. Ditkoff are great. Remember, we all bring a little bit of different process, but we're all really working on the same foundation: affordability, quality, integrating Eastern and Western to everyone. Ask my doctor for antibacterial, viral, and fungal protocol. Carol, hey, I heard about this anti-3 protocol by Dr. Kiltz. I'd like to try that for 2 to 4 weeks. I'm working on sort of what's the best name for the antibacterial, fungal, and viral. Is just the anti-3. Something among that I'm working on in the process. Suzanne Merteza, hello. Thank you, Susie Lee. All of us together are working to bring affordability, quality, and access to our lives. Remember, we are the most expensive, irreplaceable entity of the universe. Treat it like a temple, not an amusement park. Be careful what you put in the mind and the mouth. Remember, the thoughts in your mind are the creator of what you put into the body. So if you think it's good or bad, it is. If you think it's amazing for you. Now remember, don't go crazy on me and thinking, oh yeah, this stuff you inject in here is good. No way. Remember, if you smoke it or drink it and it's alcoholic, or you inject it and it's a drug, it's not good for you. The whole shift and change is to more natural to the process, and that's what we're really working on. And this is where our letrozole Clomid protocols, or natural protocols without meds, or our mini protocols, which are the CNY mini protocols. And Dr. Maggs, Dr. Corley, Dr. Lutheringer, Dr. Chang, Dr. Ditkoff, Dr. Grossman, Dr. D'Souza, everyone, Dr. Verdialis and Dr. Ferrucchi are bringing that to play for everyone. Annabelle Houston, let's just keep CNY Houston, but we work with all the Houston doctors, fertility, OBGYN, the LabCorps, the Quests, the ultrasound stations. I'm working on potentially a home-based ability to come to your home, do your ultrasound and your bloods, and that's the 2021. But a lot of this is, hey, how can I get pregnant naturally? How can I help my husband's sperm, my eggs, my environment? That's what we want to do and make it even better. Lizzie, hello. Kiana, hello. 715, Kayla, Kizzy Murphy, G Murphy, hi, how are you doing? AMH 0.18, mini IVF, Kiltz's keto. This is where the antibacterial and fungal protocol, maybe the Oralisa letrozole. Remember, that's the anti endometriosis protocol. Oh, and Dr. James Condrup in Venice. We're adding him to our referral team for laparoscopy, hysteroscopies, endometriosis, and scar tissue inflammation and fibroids. He's an awesome doc, but if you have a doctor that does laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, myomectomies, and endometriosis, we want to help them be part of our team to help you. I highly recommend laparoscopy, hysteroscopies to help with your infertility. It really does help a lot. Talk to your OBGYN. We have limited space in Syracuse, and we're working to grow. Dr. Gomi and Dr. Santos in Buffalo. But your Ohio team, your Minnesota team, your Wisconsin team, or South or North Dakota, the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida, talk to your OBGYN. Can you help me with Dr. Kiltz's team at CNY Fertility, integrate Eastern and Western practices, integrate more affordable fertility care? I don't know why it's 10 to 20,000. There's a lot of value to the doctors that provide that. We believe we're adding on to the process. It's add-ons to Eastern Western affordability. Let's see, Chrissy Schweigert, a pleasure. We really are grateful to everyone. Dr. Chang, thank you for bringing your family out and doing some work in Syracuse. We're working to get Buffalo opening, hopefully September. Really grateful to all the team members there. Chris Ziegler, all the nurses and practitioners, everyone. I'm really grateful to all the amazing things they're doing. We are really working to bring a team approach to this, but look at our family building guide on our CMI Fertility website. But a lot of what we're working on is sharing this more on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. But if you have a method of sharing, I think I'm going to be sharing a live August 1st. I might take a trip out to Colorado next weekend, next Friday, to stop in with the team. I'm hoping to do that. We'll see what the week is looking like. Awful time with the saline ultrasound schedule. another try and go ahead with hysteroscopy. Stephanie, I think if you have a hard time with the saline sonogram, schedule a hysteroscopy under anesthesia with an endometrial biopsy and a saline sono at the same time. Remember, we'll look inside. If we see something, we'll remove it. We're really working on some new things coming in the process, excited about it. Avoided during retrieval. Well, the day of retrieval, probably not before or after A-OK to have sex. Remember, relationships and whether you're able to have sex or simply have an intimate experience really critical in life. And we're very excited on how we can bring a more affordable, accessible process to everyone in this journey. 59 ml good sperm count. Dell Banks, yes, 59 million. Look, if you have sperm, we can use it. We want to boost it up. Remember, acupuncture, Kiltz's keto, slow it down, cool it down. Look at our supplements on the molecular fertility line. We're, again, really excited about it. And remember, wear your mask, social distancing, wash your hands. In all of our offices, all of our team members, all of our staff, everyone that walks in our offices, please wear your mask, social distance. We want to protect everyone. Wear a face shield with a full hood if you won't wear a mask. We are not here to argue whether or not it's safe or not, if COVID and mask work or not. It doesn't matter. We want to at least do some things that will help us all stay open and stay in and on the journey for everyone. Inspiration, IVF 20 and 18 years ago. Oh my God, Susie Lee, thank you. This is so critical that we're all sharing success. Kraus and the NICU. We're not doing polo this year for preemies, but please go to the Kraus website, Polo for Preemies, and give a little something to help there. Well, we work with Upstate and St. Joe's, work with your local hospitals, work with your local ways of helping people that are hurting through this COVID time. Whether you're not working now, we all need to come together. If you have extra food, share it. Extra love and kindness. Maybe help someone pay rent or something in this process. We all need to do our very best to be helpful and kind and loving on the journey. Remember, we're all going to suffer sometime or another because that's the nature of life. And when we can look at it, maybe the suffering is a lucky thing that you're actually going to grow and learn and connect with something. So I always say if something bad happens to me, God is on my side giving me something, a treasure chest of a miracle for me to learn and grow from every day. East Ohio, hello Kelly, how you doing? Getting meds confused, not having everything organized. Saline sonogram here in town. Maybe a hysteroscopy with your doc, but it's not mandatory. A lot of these testing, by the way. If you can't get it, we can do ultrasound, saline sonogram, or a hysteroscopy at retrieval. It's an interesting concept that we're going to be able to bring lots of new and different things to the journey. Start the birth control pill or estrogen and progesterone really works nicely. Get a baseline ultrasound and blood work. We're looking to add more team members, and remember, you're all part of the team. Remember, no matter your size, shape, color, ethnicity, your food preferences, your sexual preferences, your religious beliefs, political beliefs, all of us are working each and every day, each and every moment to bring love and kindness and acceptance. We're here to help. I'm working on California, Mita, and excited about some way or another to bring the CNY Fertile Way to everyone in this globe. Retrieval schedule with laparoscopy and retrieval, that's a hard one, but hysteroscopy and retrieval, we absolutely are working on that. Zymot, we're working on Zymot. It's another entity that, hang on one second. Hi, Miss Daughter. Oh, that's all right. You want to try to meet today, or shall we FaceTime later? Oh, that's okay. One way or another, if you want. Sure. Let me call you in a few minutes, okay? All right. Bye, sweetie. That was my daughter. Hopefully, we're going to get a chance to have coffee together. We'll see. No gallbladder. You don't have to have a gallbladder to do keto. You can have a stomach stapling or whatever gastric surgery you had. You could do keto, and you don't have an appendix. Basically, we've been brainwashed. Our body wants fat. It wants it so bad, it's going to make us addicted to sugar in order to get its fat, because fat is the only fuel of the body, not sugar. Sugar is not the fuel of the body. Fat is. Carb loading is stupid, doesn't work, by the way. And basically, fat, bacon, eggs, butter, beef, or if you're eating sugar, carbs, salads, fruits and vegetables, cook them well, add the fat, it works. Keto, yes, again, you can do it if you have no gallbladder. Gallbladder being removed is caused by a high plant-based diet. Oh, hoping Dr. Lutheringer can do laparoscopies this Friday. We may be adding on some more cases, so we're excited about that. Kristen, hello. Thanks to my financial team, Kristen Willis, Angela, let's see, and I'm missing people, and I apologize. My brain, it gets crazy. But absolutely, there's so much to add on to the process, and dig deep. When you're upset and mad, step back and just try to find the energy deep within you to meditate, prayer, and visualize. Put the pictures of you and the babies, you and the family, you and your partner, whatever it is. Always moving forward in life. Hello to you. Much love, and thank you to everyone from Atlanta, South Carolina, Washington State, California, Arizona, Wisconsin, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Vermont, from everywhere in this globe that we're working to bring it together. And if we can find more fertility docs that really care in the sense of wanting to bring affordability to you, we want to work with them. Your OBGYN, we want to work with them in so many ways. So I'll see you guys hopefully later this week in one of our offices or online, but bring a positive approach to your life each and every day in each and every way. And so remember, it's always what you put in the mind and the mouth that matters to what's happening in your bowels. I'll see you guys later. Much love, faith, and kindness. Take care. See you guys.